Hello, everyone. Right, we are back after an absence because everyone was busy. But if I recall from last time, the players ended up killing Margaret, the old woman, who happened to have a demon inside her, and they left the town to be taken over by a demon. To come back, give the amber wine, straw dolls, and soft leather book to the Inquisition as proof of their story, and the Inquisition said that you'd need to return the following day while they inquire about what they're going to do. Is that correct?
Yes.
So, I suggest we go shopping.
Well, Arch, you and I also dropped off a bag of potions each to be identified.
You did.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah. So I guess just waiting a day. Is that the scoop?
Right, play his shopping book.
Can I try to gossip with the people in the Inquisition camp to find out more about demons? Like,
aren't you under fucking arrest or something?
No. Apparently, according to the Inquisition, I did nothing wrong.
Probably should be under arrest, to be honest.
You were very sad about it last time, V. Are you suddenly happy again?
No, my character is sad. I'm in pain because I ate spicy Chinese food and then I touched my cock and now it stings. Oh no, I'm not very happy either.
Well, just so you guys know, that's the V you're getting today.
As a doctor, is there nothing you can do about this?
Endure the pain. That's what I can.
Really, is that what you tell your patients?
Well, if patients probably don't come, but if someone legitimately came like that, I would say drop some milk over your cut.
Yeah, just get a glass of milk and dip it in there.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Getting back to this. So, right, are you going into town or the market or what?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Well, I haven't made a map for the market yet, so.
Having nothing better to do, I suppose I'll just follow the silly noble.
V, try yogurt.
Pain. Oh my god.
I love the chat's take on this. Okay, I gotta find where's it? The
bottom of the
southeast corner? Yeah.
You know, now's the best time to have sex, to spread the joy to other people.
Good to know. But yeah, so what are you chaps doing?
So, we got money last time. We need to spend it, all of it, preferably.
Do we need to spend it? Let's
Yes.
see what we got here.
First and foremost, Uzulu, we should really see about getting you an actual pike, because you've just got a halberd or something now?
Glaive?
A glaive?
Mm-hmm.
Because a pike would be so good if you're increased reach. I think that actually stacks and would give you a reach of, what, 3 squares?
Doesn't a glaive have reach?
Does have reach, yeah.
Someone in the chat said Sargon hasn't made the map. You only have like a month.
Yeah, well, I was busy, all right.
Actually, I have some shopping I want to do too. I'm going to pick up some cook's utensils.
Ignore that. As I recall, Arch, the pike is just the cheaper version of the glaive.
I think how much in the plan? Oh, God damn it! It's an expansion thing, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah,
a
you
guide
said
to
something.
everything thing?
I saw a heavy pike, which had actually longer reach, but it's not in the player handbook, so now forget.
All right.
Okay, well, I would like to find, I don't know, what would it be, a store that sells stuff for cooks in the Middle Ages?
Well, you just go to the market if you want to buy cooking equipment, like gear and whatnot.
I absolutely do.
General store. I
general
do
store?
want
Okay.
to pick up a ranged weapon for myself and a whip. The whip is mostly for looks, but I want it nevertheless.
Okay.
You want a whip?
Yes, obviously I
We
want
don't
it.
have a female player yet, and I've just realized how much we must be missing.
The whip isn't for sexual things, usually. It's for coercion. What's wrong with you?
Sargon, if you want, I can get Sarah to play.
I fucking knew it. You know, as Discordia was leaving, she was saying, if you get kicked, V's going to suggest Sarah to replace you immediately.
First, I would suggest Sarah.
How many streams on your channel have you done recently where Sarah hasn't been there?
V is
I
rather
think so,
enamored
actually.
with this particular female.
Well, I'm sorry if British women are intelligent and smart.
Intelligent and smart. Wow, you give them so much credit.
Intelligent and smart. I gotta admit, that's
It's a dangerous
unusual.
combination. You want to watch out for that. Right, okay, so a whip is not very hard to find. Costs you 4 gold pieces.
okay. I'll definitely have myself the whip then. This way I can lend a certain air of authority to my orders and pain.
Yeah, it does D4 slashing. It's got finesse and reach.
It's mostly for looks, but I like it.
Is this going to give him a bonus to intimidation rolls? I'm guessing no.
No.
It should give me a bonus to giving orders to my party, though. Let's be
Smiling
fair.
Archer, I promise I will set up the PO box. I just haven't done it yet. I'm really sorry.
I also need a blowgun. Oh, that sounds gay.
Blowgun.
Almost sounded very gay. Yeah.
See, it's 1 piercing damage. Wow, why the fuck would I ever?
Because you meant to poison people with them.
Is there even poison in this fucking version of D&D?
I haven't
Yes.
seen it. There
Yes,
might
it
be.
is. The
There
rogue
is, yeah.
can create poison, yeah.
Right, okay.
Okay, well, we don't have a fucking rogue.
I think you can buy, like, if the GM wants to sell from, like, a rogue's guild or something.
I think... What does loading do? Loading. Special rule for the heavy crossbow.
You can only fire 1 piece of ammunition from it when you use an action, bonus action, or reaction to fire it, regardless of the number of attacks you can normally make.
All right. Okay. That 1d10 piercing, though. I'm assuming even crossbow expert wouldn't change the loading,
Presumably not.
because that would be broken as fuck, I imagine.
But a longbow, when you've got a couple of attacks.
Yeah, I think I'll get a longbow.
Okay. It's 100 gold pieces.
Fucking Jew.
That's a hate crime march. I'd say I'm calling the Scottish police.
Okay, which one of you can, haggle? I know it's not going to fucking help, but for the sake of...
What's the skill for haggling again? Is it persuasion?
Presumably.
I have -1 in persuasion, not me.
Well, that's only -1.
Is
That's
my
alright.
persuasion.
I guess I'll try. Give me a good price.
A minute.
Oh, hey, that's not bad.
Oh, wait, no. What? Oh, okay. I mean...
Are you sufficiently persuaded?
Nope.
I can give it a go. Got 2 in persuasion.
There we go. It'll be fine. There you go.
I don't
Oh,
know.
wow.
I show him my whip and I go, so, about that price.
I just rolled a 1 as well. Yeah, he agrees to 75.
How much, sorry?
Did you really want Jesus up his ass?
How
With
much
the
was
whip?
the
He
price
agrees
on it?
to sell you it for 75 gold pieces.
75 gold pieces. Okay, that is better.
And tells you that the main reason that he was so persuaded is because of the whip.
Yeah, he went Jesus, like, with the merchants and the whip. Did you also flip tables, Arch?
The merchants aren't doing anything wrong.
They're just being greedy fucking Jews.
Except for blessing weapons, of course.
See, I'm pretty sure it's like while Jesus was whipping and was flipping tables, Sargon was sitting there on the sidelines and saying, the merchants weren't doing anything wrong.
The money changers in the temple, sure, they were. But these guys aren't in a temple. Are you suggesting that trade is wrong, IV, you fucking commie?
No, I'm suggesting that they're
Exactly,
selling
yeah.
blessed weapons.
Oh, we're back to that again.
We haven't resolved that business yet.
Okay. Okay, Arch. Yep, you have a nice longbow.
It's long and it's hard.
Yeah, it only weighs 2 pounds as well, which I don't believe.
It's a slim bow.
You need some ammo for that.
Good point.
Dev,
Yes.
buy me ammo?
No, thank you, sir.
Good point. Why? I love the way the ammo isn't listed in the fucking weapons. Hang on.
I found that a while ago. Fuck ammunition. Ammunition, arrows. Gold gold for 20? I guess arrows are just arrows.
Yeah, I guess they are. Yeah. But yeah, 1 gold for 20, man.
All right, I'll just get 20.
God, you're so cheap.
I'm not expecting to fucking ratata this thing. I'm gonna be measured with it.
Okay, well, fair enough.
Our list of items is starting to get uncomfortably long.
Mine's pretty long too. Yeah.
I'm going to forget I have half of these.
You could stop hoarding.
Yes, I'll just leave my fucking whip behind. No. The whip is there for a reason. It looks good.
I'm currently holding 85 pounds worth of junk.
Get on my level. I've got 124 pounds.
The whip is not junk. It just got me a fucking discount, okay? The whip is already basically paid for itself.
Probably like 4 times over, actually. Okay.
Now, what else should we buy?
I'm going to get cook's utensils.
Okay, I have to figure out how much they cost. Thanks, Dev.
Making the GM do research.
You look it up. Crafting, cook's utensils. Let's see here.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's 2 gold pieces.
All right, sounds good.
Get wrecked. See, that didn't take very long usually. In your face.
This world is so fucking far beyond expensive.
Well, you are literally shopping in the most expensive place in the entire kingdom right now.
Which we didn't know before we started.
Okay.
All
No, but
right,
seriously,
I'll take them.
What kind of fucking utensils are these? They've got to be made out of silver or solid platinum or something.
They're pots and pans.
Someone in the super chat said, Sargon, when's your next monthly Patreon? Ask me anything. Also, did you happen to read the articles I sent you on Minds about, who from VidCon?
Oh, no,
quite
sorry,
get
dude, don't send me stuff on Minds. Email it to me, please. But I'll do another one. I don't know, this week, I guess.
Also, D&D Shopaholic Edition.
Yes.
Oh, I'm looking at this website here. It says in 5e, you can use the utensils to create very valuable meals for wealthy customers. If you can attract a customer, they'll pay you a lot of money for it. But you only have 1 day to do it with. I can open a restaurant.
Let's see. Don't mind this. I'm just testing so I can see if it's adding the stuff it needs to.
Talking to Ritualist about art. He's doing me some tokens, which are awesome. You're testing your longbow, are you? You miss.
I'm seeing if it actually functions. I think I broke it because that was a 1. Is it added this thing? It is. Good. Okay, now I need to add macros for fucking damage.
Start standing in the middle of the marketplace testing out all of these weapons. Cracking the whip.
If he misses while he's not aiming at anything, does that mean it goes straight through the head of a merchant?
Entirely possible. Be careful, Arch.
Just to be safe, I'll aim at V. He can heal himself.
Right. Okay, so is there anyone else who wants to buy anything else while you're at the market?
Hold
I don't
on.
think so. I spawned with some pretty good gear.
My duelist skill gives me... Is this a two-handed weapon? I'm assuming the longbow's two-handed, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's two-handed. Why does it have to be two-handed?
Because it needs 2 hands to use.
Musically, the crossbow doesn't.
That is interesting, because really you don't actually need 2 hands to use a crossbow.
Well, if you want to hit something, you do.
Not really. As long as you're strong enough to hold it up, you'd be all right.
Reloading might need to, though.
Well, definitely.
No matter how strong you are, 3 pounds on a straight arm is not going to do you any good.
Oh, only for a few seconds, though.
Yeah, I think it's overblown. But it's all right. I'm not gonna start reworking the rules just because. Right. Is there anything else you need to do in the marketplace?
I think that's it for me.
Can we buy some healing potions so we have them next time?
No.
I think I have some anyway. Let me see.
Like, are
I
they
have
not
I
for
have a healer's
sale?
kit.
Because you said they're not magical last time we asked.
Yeah, but there aren't just like healing potions around. That's somewhere you'd have to go find a specialist.
Like an apothecary?
Yep.
Apoth. So I can't pronounce it.
No, apothecary's correct. Is Dev going to open the Dindu Muffin stall?
I am. That's what I'm doing with the rest of my days. I'm going to start cooking meals for people. Who wants to eat?
Going to open up a store, make a lot of money, retire, forget all this crusading lark.
Yep.
Considering
business to run.
I'm with the Inquisition, can I try to ask someone about demons?
Who?
I guess like during chow time, ask one of the knights around me, tell them the story and ask about the particular demon, describe him, stuff like that. See if
You're not in the Inquisition's camp.
So, fellow religious fanatic, would you mind if I asked you a few questions about a demon I released recently?
I wanna say exactly what Arch said, and I remained at the Inquisition camp when they left. I didn't went with the rest of the time.
You didn't say that, so I assumed you went, I'm afraid.
Oh, okay. I'll go back to the Inquisition camp then.
Okay.
I have a pass.
Okay. You can go in.
So
You see people milling around doing things, usual
Yeah.
busy work. Some people training.
I ask one of the people training if I can train with them.
The captain just snaps at you. No, go away.
I apologize. I go away.
Okay.
When's dinner time?
In a few hours.
Okay, I'll wait for a few hours until there's dinner time.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
I think last time I decided that there was something going on with the Inquisition, so I decided not to sleep in their own beds. I think we already went to the tavern.
Else I can spend money on.
So I already have a tavern, so I don't need to do anything until tomorrow when we hear back from the Inquisition.
Okay.
There's nothing else useful, is there? God damn it.
Well, unless you, I don't know, you can think of something, but it's up to you, really.
Well, Devo's basically the party slave that buys all of the useful stuff like utensils and cooking stuff, so...
It's because I have the cooking feat.
Actually, is there
That's a feat.
It's listed under feats. I know how to cook. Right there.
Should I pick up a fucking net? Yes, let me get a fucking net.
I wasted one of my IRL feat slots on cooking then. What a fucking pointless thing that was.
Is there a practice range?
Not in the market, no.
No, in the Inquisition camp.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
I will go to ask whomever is in charge.
Yeah, it's just a grizzled looking soldier.
Yeah, I ask him if it's okay if I use the practice range.
Yeah, he just nods. It's not busy. It's not engaged at the moment.
I'll wait until someone is watching in order to show off. I have amazing rolls on archery, so
Okay, well, we're just going to assume for the next hour or so you're doing archery. So,
yeah.
okay.
If I'm doing really well, would I be able to gather a crowd?
No.
Like if I manage to hit the mark time and time again,
Well,
would
maybe
not people look at me and
Look,
be impressed?
it's not just like some random thing where people haven't got anything to do and they're looking for something to watch. Everyone in the Inquisition camp is busy all the time. They don't just have free time.
All right.
Okay, so the three of us who are out in the market. Wait, does this night count as a long rest? How long is that's 8 hours, right?
Yes,
A long rest.
Yes. No. A long rest is like a week. This is a
okay.
short rest.
We probably should do a long rest, though, just for the sake of it.
Well, you can't at the moment, can you?
Yeah, because we have stuff to do tomorrow. We can't long rest.
Yeah.
All right.
Walking from point A to B really count as adventuring?
Yep.
Damn it.
Does walking around really count as adventuring? I'm afraid it does.
In that case, I am a very adventurous person every day.
Well, yeah, you are. But
I'm not.
right, so V's off practicing his archery. Are the rest of you doing anything, or do you want to just go rest in the tavern, or what? What are you doing?
Yeah, just go back and rest.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to do until the Inquisition addresses me, so I'll just rest in the tavern.
Actually,
V.
I really, really want to make S mines. There's fucking ball bearings in the shop. God damn it.
V. What are you doing?
Well, is there during lunchtime? I want to spark a conversation. Ask if anyone has fought a demon before.
No one you speak to has fought a demon before.
Okay.
The chat room's saying that a long rest is at least 8 hours.
Yeah, I know. In their rules it is. In my rules it's not.
Oh, you've changed it up?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We changed this ages ago. Can't believe people don't remember this. But
No, I
yeah,
forgot.
no one you speak to even wants to converse with you. V. Like everyone in the Penitent Knights camp is just. I'd use the word sullen, but that's not quite correct. Somber, definitely. Just difficult to even try and open up to. Like no one gives you anything more than a few words.
Mm-hmm. I asked if there's any books that people have access to, like something that's not forbidden.
No one's aware of what you're talking about.
All right.
Spell it out for them, V. Well, you see, I opened this demon book a while ago. Now I'm looking for a book that doesn't have a demon in it.
I just haven't found one. Yeah, no one's aware of any books. I mean, they're obviously there are holy books around if that's what you're talking about.
No, then I'll just continue eating and go to sleep.
Okay. Right. The next morning, you wake up. It's cold.
Is it really, though?
I tried to go to the Inquisitor.
Yeah, you can do that. Do you want to wait for the rest of them or what?
At the first moment that I wake up.
I think it's worth heading over there. I don't know. Would they send for us? I don't know where we are. So I guess we
you were told to be there at midday.
Okay. And I guess it's not midday yet.
No, it's like 7 a.m.
We'll laze around until midday. Then go to
Let's
Inquisitor.
not laze around until midday. We stayed in the tavern, right?
Why not?
Okay. Arch, you and I should go and collect our potion bags from the apothecary.
Slave, you can do that by yourself. Jesus.
Well, I can have both potion bags if you want.
You're going to give me the money, of course. What's wrong with you?
Let's head back to the apothecary and collect our potion bags.
What kind of ridiculous assumption is that? Hey, I'm going to go get it. Okay. You have to come with me. Why? What am I, Devo, your mother?
Hold my
I
hand,
think
Arch,
more
while we
accurate.
go.
Fine. I'll tag along, then the Canadian is afraid to go outside alone.
Okay. Right. Okay. You head over to the apothecary. As you go in, the herbalist recognizes you and says, "Oh, hello again. I've identified these potions. Most of them are for treating like gastric illnesses and rheumatoid arthritis, stuff like this."
Lovely. How much money will you give us?
Oh, what, for the potions?
Yes. How much money are they worth?
Good question. Let me check. Let me have a look. Probably 30 gold pieces for the lot.
All right, so we'll each take 15 gold then, Arch?
Well, I had to come down with you here to help you out. I think I should get 5 more gold pieces for
15 gold, Arch, thanks. You goddamn Jew.
Not very fucking sociable, are you,
Okay,
Devin?
present as well.
Jesus.
Clearly,
I'll
he's a
cook,
member
I'll
of the
cook you
Labour
a meal
Party.
later, Arch, with my cooking utensils.
Good.
Right. Okay. After that, are you doing anything of any note?
Oh, I don't know. Counting my gold pieces over and over and over again whilst grumbling at Devo.
I take that as a no. Then, are you heading over to the Penitent Knights camp?
Yes, when it's nearing midday.
Yeah. Right. As you get there, the guards on the gate recognize you and escort you in. V, where are you?
I guess we're going to go to the Inquisitor's tent.
Okay. You meet V on the way and head in. Let me actually move the map along just for the sake of moving something. You'll be represented by Uzulu. But yeah, so you're escorted down to the tent, and Inquisitors Hort and Bright are there. And Inquisitor Hort turns to you and says, you will need to give statements as witnesses to the Patriarch himself, because this is something that, well, frankly, people are having trouble believing. There is a demon in the mortal realm, and so you have to go down and explain to him exactly what's happened, give your sworn oath that you're telling the truth, before we can dispatch troops to go and deal with it.
I start crossing myself.
Oh, I'm going to tell the Pope a fucking story, all right. Don't you worry.
Okay. The Inquisitor Hort says, if you have everything that you need, we are going to leave now.
Sure. I mean, we'll have to bring our cart for, food and sleeping and shit, but...
Well, he says, no, you can leave that here.
Okay, are you going to feed us?
Yeah. You'll be fed.
Wonderful. Free food. I'll take it. We'll leave immediately. I'm hungry.
Yeah, indeed, my lord. Let's travel.
Hold on a second. Have we left the cart inside the Inquisition walls here? Is that?
Yeah, you can leave it inside the compound.
I presume these guys aren't going to steal it, so let's go.
No, it's probably safer here than literally anywhere else.
Even than with us.
Yeah. These are the sort of people who'd chop your hand off if you were caught stealing. So, right. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Right. So you are, I guess you're on horseback as well, aren't you? I assume you're taking your horses. But yeah, so you travel it's about a 3-hour ride to Penderley, the large city that sat on the coast with particularly high walls and lots of spires and guards and whatnot. As you arrive at the large gate, you see guards in a specific coloured uniform that I can't remember off the top of my head, but Inquisitor Hort rides up to them, explains to them that they're here to see the Patriarch under the orders of the Patriarch, and the guards let you in, and you are given an armed escort to Penderley Cathedral, which is a massive Gothic cathedral near the centre of the city. And you are asked to dismount, hand over your weapons, and once you've done that, you can go in.
Am I going to have to do another heroic recounting of the story?
Maybe.
I don't remember half of it at this point.
That's not my problem.
I guess I'll hand over my mountain and a half of assorted weaponry.
Including your whip.
The whip's not a weapon, it's a status symbol. I tried to argue this case with the guard.
The guard just gives you a stony look and says, everything, please. My lord.
It's not a weapon, you nitwit.
Okay,
That'll go down well.
Let's see if he's persuaded. This is the status of my rank. No, he's not persuaded at all. He just says, I'm sorry, my lord. I don't make the rules.
You should be. I give it over. Grudgingly. I tell them if you hurt Katerina, I will know.
You've named it already.
Katerina.
Is there a moment where I could cast a spell on Arch so he can be more persuaded?
No.
Okay.
I'm going
V,
to...
Listen, V, I know this isn't really your thing, but for now, if at no other time, let's just play it safe. We're in the presence of the fucking Pope. I don't particularly want to end up like Wendy. Just because you couldn't keep your mouth shut or your hands to yourself.
Okay, I'm going to lean very heavily on my walking stick and say you wouldn't deprive me of the ability to walk, would you?
You guys want to bring weapons inside?
Are you crossing Gandalf there, Dev?
It's really simple. We might find out during the course of our adventures that we would like to assassinate the Pope, and this seems like a pretty good opportunity.
Yeah, but we haven't found that out yet. That's the one little problem with that plan.
Yeah, but you know how these games work, usually. If you complete the quest before you get it, you'll still get the completion?
Yes, Arch, but there's a few small elements missing from the plan.
Yes, well, we can discuss those after we kill the Pope.
Right,
No,
so
I think that's
Dev, are
kind of
you
the point.
refusing to hand over your weapon?
I'm trying to convince him that I need it to walk, and I assume I didn't convince him.
Roll
Well-
performance. Just lean on like,
Yeah, he just says, "I'm sorry, it's not my choice."
my crotchety old legs.
I'll-
Remember, now fall upon your knees and just drag yourself inside.
I'll hand it over and then make a big show of not being able to walk, but kind of crawling in. There we go.
Okay, hang on a second. Let's see if you fooled him. Maybe, actually. He looks at you mildly sympathetically.
Mildly sympathetic.
You are going to have to keep this up now, Dev.
All right.
He's convinced.
I'll-
He's just not going to give you the stick back.
No, he's not.
I'm still wondering why are you trying to
in.
smuggle weapons into the Patriarch's room.
To be fair, Devo is probably the one that should have a weapon the least. I mean, remember the last time he was in a conversation with an old crotchety person?
But the thing is, he's the only person in the party who literally doesn't need a weapon.
Yeah, I can fight with unarmed. That's true.
Ooh, I should probably lean over to the guard and go like, "Psst, he's a monk. You should probably chop off his hands."
Yeah, go on. Tell him that you've got a license for your hands.
A disgraced ex-monk, actually.
Yeah.
Surprised no one points out that I can cast spells and they're letting a walking human weapon in, but okay.
Right. V, I take it you're giving over your weapons as
Of
well.
course, yes. I don't try to cheat them out of it.
Okay, that's good. So check this out.
Well, that's
Oh.
neat.
So someone made me some art for the Patriarch.
He's a lot younger than I expected.
Yeah, right. So before you enter, you're required to take off your shoes and be blessed by a priest who's standing at the doorway. Are you going to comply?
Yes.
First
do you mind
want
if I-
Katerina, now you're going to take my fucking shoes too. What next?
You can't
Do
go
you
to
mind
a
if I
cathedral
sh-
with your shoes on.
Yeah, that's true. Do you mind if I show
This
off this
debate
artwork
would
here?
end.
I've got some ritualist art.
Go ahead.
Okay. Here's the first one. V in pain. And then Arch and I shopping.
God, what is it with you and shopping? Honestly, every fucking time. So,
I should have bought some caltrops. I could have spread those in front of the Pope as an offering.
right, so you take off your shoes and you are blessed by the priest who's standing at the doorway. And afterwards, you go in and walk between the rows of pews towards the altar, at which the Patriarch is standing alone. Lining the walls of the cathedral are penitent knights, stood silently and watchfully. The Inquisitors and you walk towards him, and he turns to face you. He's a youthful man with a livid scar down his right cheek, and he looks down his nose at you as the Inquisitor kneels and leans forward to kiss his ring finger in submission. The Inquisitor moves to the side, and then the Patriarch looks to each one of you in turn and expects you to do the same.
I immediately fall on my knees, cross myself, and do the same.
Okay.
Judging by the sheer number of guards, Uzulu, I think we should reconsider our assassination plan.
I think there's just one word wrong there, which is the word "our." I think due to the number of guards, I'm even willing to perform this pathetic social norm of kissing the guy's hand.
Yeah, you're
I think
right,
that's probably
Uzulu.
why they're there.
I think we should reconsider your plan to assassinate the heavily guarded Pope.
Would cure wounds manage to heal his scar?
No.
Yes, cast magic on the fucking Pope. Do it.
Uzulu, are you going to kiss the ring?
I suppose it's either that or die.
It's not an instant death sentence, but you may well be expelled from the church and
Yeah, well, considering that, my entire path in life is based on this guy, I think I don't have much of a choice.
Dev, will you kiss the ring?
I will limp over and make a show of it and do so.
And finally, Arch.
Have you ever seen that I think it's the Mickey Mouse cartoon where Goofy kisses a bunch of rings and steals the gems by sucking them out of the altar.
I have seen that. Yes.
Would that be something?
Do you want to try?
Do you want to roll sleight of mouth?
It's getting a little bit gay at this point, you know.
Did you bring your blowgun? Perhaps you can set it to reverse.
Oh, I knew I should have fucking bought the blowgun.
The worst part about it is it's just a plain silver ring. It doesn't even have any jewels on it. So you spend a few seconds like
Fucking sheep.
you spend a few seconds tonguing the ring only to realize that there's no gem to steal.
Well, at least I tried.
What must the Patriarch be thinking? Who are these fucking people? This bunch of retards that have been thrown at me.
After you finish making out with his ring, Inquisitor Hort says, "Your Holiness, I have brought you the witnesses to the event in Warray, and the man who claims to be touched by the divine." Patriarch Lycus turns his cold, calculating gaze to the party and says, "Speak. Is it true that there is a demonic presence abroad in the land?"
Yes.
Which does he address?
Any of you? He's just looking at you like as a group.
Well, it's your quest, Uzulu, so we'll let you lead this one.
Yes, Your Holiness, there is.
He nods and says, "Prove it. Tell me what happened."
Shit. We can't prove it. Okay, this is not what I'm saying.
No,
but,
I did bring the book. And I
Well, Inquisitor Hort does. He has the things that you've brought back. So
okay. Someone in the chat, in a super chat, suggested that I just play back my recanting from the last stream, which I totally could do, but I don't think it would make much sense.
But
So yeah.
When he asks for proof, I would like to just point over at V and go like, "We've got the actual summoner here." So
I nod.
I dropping an arch.
No, I nod at the Patriarch and I beg forgiveness. I have opened the book, and the moment that I have opened it without even reading
Hang on, are you
anything-
actually telling him this?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
I'm
I'm
absolutely.
throwing V under the bus as hard as I can.
V throws himself under the bus. Okay.
Yes, I point out while we
I
were.
helped.
Arch, can you shut the fuck up and let me recount the story, please?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
but I
The
want to
last
throw
story
you
you're ever
under the
going to
bus.
recount.
I told the Holiness that when we were in the witch's abode, we were searching for evidence to bring forward, and I found a suspicious-looking book. As I opened it to see if it was anything heretical, the moment I have opened the cover, the witch started chuckling with a unearthly voice. Her body lifted up from the ground, and as Uzulu started trying to bring her back under control, her body exploded, and this blackish-looking creature materialized from within her corpse. As we ran out, the blackish creature just walked away from the wall, and an unearthly voice ringed in our heads, saying, "Run away, mortals."
Well remembered.
I would like to add a little bit to that story.
Go on.
Your Honor.
Your Holiness, you
Yeah.
mean? He's not a judge.
Details. Well, he's no. Okay, Your
You may be acting
Holiness.
as a judge right now,
The
considering what we're talking
heretic
about
is
V.
leaving a couple things out here. He states he opened the book to figure out if it was heretical. I state that the giant glowing fucking pentagram on the floor should have been a dead giveaway that the book might not have been entirely holy.
I point out that there were plenty of books in the old woman's house. That particular one looked suspicious, and I wanted to know if I should bother the Inquisitor by bringing an actual heretical book or just wasting the Inquisition's time.
I also state that everybody else wanted him to not open the book and threatened him with bodily harm should he be stupid enough to do so.
You know what's going to happen any second, don't you? The Pope's going to just say, "Silence!" Because
As
you're
we all
cracking
infight.
on about nonsense.
I look to the Patriarch with a stern look, and I say, "I am more than willing to subject myself to any interrogation."
The Patriarch just looks at you and says, "Well, that must have already happened for you to be here. So, which one of you is the one that claims to be touched by the divine?
I am, Your Holiness.
Demonstrate."
Let's see what spell I should cast.
Make me glow, V.
Someone clip that.
Now, here's what you do: you make me glow, and then I claim to be the one who's touched.
So as I speak out with a booming voice, my lights also, my eyes also glow with the blue color, and all the windows and doors in the room burst open.
V.
The windows don't
Spell is
open.
that.
See.
Create an instantaneous stunt. You instantly cause an unlocked door or window to fly open or slam shut.
No. The doors are massive. And the windows don't open. They're stained glass. So.
Okay, then I cause harmless tremors to the ground as I recite the holy prayer, and my voice also booms up to 3 times as loud, and the flames flicker and they brighten.
Okay.
They also change the color into a divine like. Yes.
The Patriarch just fixes you with a steely gaze and says, "This is not very impressive."
V, I have an idea. V.
I look at the Patriarch and I say, I can also have access to other abilities.
Sure.
I turn around towards an empty space and I cast Burning Hands.
The Patriarch doesn't look very impressed, and he just says, "Is this the best you can do?"
I take
V, I
up
have an
one of
idea.
my bolts, I cut myself on my hand, and then I cast Cure Wounds.
That's still only a level 1 spell, isn't it?
Okay, let me see if I get something more interesting.
V.
Yes.
Heal my limp.
That's actually a good idea.
Just cast your glowing light spell on me, and then I'll act like, oh, my lifelong limp has been cured.
Let's hope that the Patriarch isn't
Jesus
good at
Christ.
spotting bluffs.
This is going to have to be good.
How confident are you really in your perform rolls?
Yeah, remember, if you fuck it up, it won't bode well. So
The thing is, like, most spells are like buffs and stuff like that. So, I create Zone of Silence. I guess that's something that I can do.
The silence is going to cover everyone that's near him, including you.
No, allow me to demonstrate then, Patriarch.
can you not dismiss a spell whenever you want?
I can.
Right. Okay. I thought you could. Okay,
Yeah.
Karen.
So I say, allow me to demonstrate your holiness. I point to an area. I invoke the spell Silence, and then as anyone would step inside, they would be unable to speak.
Where are you invoking it? Are you invoking it on him?
Yes. And I point out, if you would step out from that area, your holiness, you will be able to speak again.
Good. We're now launching magical attacks on the fucking Pope.
Yeah, this isn't a good idea.
Well, it's on the ground. It's not on him. It's just an area.
Yeah, you're silencing the Pope.
No, he asked me to demonstrate, so.
He doesn't move for no reason.
He holds up a hand and then clicks his finger and notices that you can't hear it. And he says something, but you obviously can't hear it.
I dispel the spell as he finishes that.
Okay, he nods at you and says, not tremendously impressive, but I suppose you are but young. He looks to the Inquisitor and says, very well, take them to Warri with you, scour the village, leave none alive, burn all of the houses, then consecrate the ground. Exterminate any trace of demonic activity. How many men do you think you will need? Inquisitor Hort replies, 200 legionaries and 30 knights, your holiness. The Patriarch nods. And how soon will you be ready? Inquisitor Hort replies, we can be ready to march in 3 days. To which the Patriarch says, be ready in 2 days. Every moment the demon exists on our plane is a repudiation of our ability to save the souls of Erothians everywhere. We stand on the eve of a great crusade to liberate the Holy Land from the hands of savage heathens. We cannot succeed if we leave demons to ravage our lands in our absence. The Inquisitor just replies, yes, your holiness. And he turns to you and says, we have to leave.
Your holiness, if I may add, the demon walked through solid walls. I assume that he would be immune to normal weapons. I would gladly pledge my service to the cause.
You've just been told to go.
Okay.
Just saying.
And still, it's kind of silly to like if it's immaterial and normal weapons can't damage it, we're not going to stand a chance. But okay.
Well, okay, there we go. Just meat for the grinder, then, aren't you? You are the penitent knights surrounding the wall of the cathedral. March over to you and just indicate that now is the time to leave.
Alrighty then, I guess we'll leave.
Mm-hmm.
Well, lads, we've introduced a new crusade.
Good job.
This one is also just.
Honestly, that's my favorite phrase in the world. Once you get outside, Inquisitor Hort turns to you and says, "It's very good. We will need to think about what we are actually going to do about the demon. Does anyone have any ideas?"
Would it be possible that I have read in the religious texts about holy weapons or stuff like that? Can I make a religious roll to see if my character knows?
You can indeed.
Too bad my religious rolls are shit. Let's see.
No. You're aware that you probably do need some kind of holy weapon to kill an incorporeal demon.
Yeah, I give the Inquisitor a passage from the Quran that I talk about the saint who had a holy weapon that managed to destroy a demon that was immaterial.
Mm-hmm.
And I point out that maybe we would need similar artifacts if we're going to combat this creature.
I'm a monk. I might know, so I'll do the same roll.
Okay.
Nope, no clue. I do know out of character that at level 5 I learned the ability to punch incorporeal things. So
Oh, really?
yeah,
What level are you now?
4.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
if we
pretty
go
cool.
on if you go on like a short combat quest somewhere to level me up, I can do it.
History.
Okay, yeah, Arch, you are actually aware that there's an old hermit who lives off an island to the west.
Does he have shiny magical weapons that we could steal?
Well, he's a famous holy man, and he might be able to help you.
Oh, he could bless our weapons.
I can
Well,
do
we can
that,
just go to the market for
but
that.
it doesn't give you ability to damage.
Fuck off, heretic. You're not touching my Katarina. We're going to go to the hermit.
You'd sooner let some dirty old hermit touch his Katarina than you.
That tells you everything you need to know, V. Right, well, are you telling the Inquisitor this or not?
Yes, I'll inform the Inquisitor that I believe that there's a crotchety old hermit living on some island for reasons unknown, that if he touches me, he might make me a magical holy warrior. Or something roughly similar to that.
Yeah, okay. Inquisitor
Could we-
Hort- Sorry, go on.
Sorry. Could we get there and back in time before we need to be at Warray?
Yeah, Sorry, I'll move you back to the world map so you can see what I'm talking about.
If so, might be worth doing, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you've got 2 days, so...
I could have casted Animate Death in front of the Patriarch.
Oh, that'd be a good idea. I don't think you actually can cast Animate Dead.
Where's the...
Didn't I level up? I'll check.
I think you need to be level 5 for you.
But it would be fun if like Lazarus rise.
Lazarus rises and then starts trying to eat brains, basically. But yeah, so that island just off the coast there. It's about a day's ride to the coast. And then I'm sure you can find a boat or something across.
I also suggest to the Inquisitor that if I manage to get close enough to the demon, I believe my holy incantations could damage it.
It's possible, he says.
Are any of these knights or warriors that we're bringing with us equipped with any sort of holy, holy arms or, magic that they can use on this? Because otherwise, if he is our best bet at this, I don't feel particularly comfortable.
I'm going to be the VIP of the night.
Inquisitor Hort has some bad news for you then, because they don't have magical weapons, no. But they are some of the finest trained troops in all of the kingdom.
The finest trained troops in all of the kingdom can't do much if their enemy is not within the reach of their swords.
Wow,
Yes, they
that's a good
can,
point.
Uzulu. They can die relatively slowly.
And heroically as well.
Yeah, alongside us.
No. We'll use their deaths to our advantage, obviously. Jesus.
Yeah, and just think of their immortal souls. I mean, they're definitely going to heaven. Dying fighting a demon. Come on.
In fact, we're practically doing them a favor.
Yeah. Don't know what you're objecting to here, easily.
Religion, ladies and gentlemen.
Literally, yes. But right, the Inquisitor says that you can travel there, but you do have to be back within 2 days. So,
Well, let's be quick then. Make haste.
okay.
Do we have to? I guess we have to just go down to the docks and find a ship.
Well, yeah, down to here, I suppose. But right, okay, you spend a day traveling. Have you got your tents or anything like that?
They were all in the cart.
Oh dear,
Wait, hold on. Do I have any? I might have one on me.
really? It's gonna be a tight.
I have an
fit, isn't it?
explorer's pack. Let's see what this is.
Considering we're now buddies with the Inquisitor, I want to ask him what happened
We've
to
already left.
You've
So
already
you want to
left.
ask him what happened to?
to Wendy.
Oh well, you have to find that out when you get back because you've already left.
I've got a bedroll, so I'm good.
No, that's good.
I can at least sleep outside comfortably.
I'm almost certain that I do as well. Just checking now. Yes, I have a bedroll. So if I can find a little bit of cover, I can sleep.
V and Arch, do you have anything to sleep on?
Then you should bring the cart.
Across the ocean.
Have we left already?
Yep.
Yeah, I assumed you had.
God damn it.
Okay, so you arrive in towards the evening at the coast, and you can see from like you're on top of like a cliff area, but you can see down near the shore that there is a small fishing village, and probably about a mile away you can see the cliffs of an island.
I've got
You
some
say-
art here. You guys should look at this.
You go on.
Here's the first one.
That's so true. Go.
And then Yeah.
Oh, well done, V.
at least I never talked about the time I tried to open a book in front of him. Jesus.
Mm. But yeah, so you're able to see a fishing village from your vantage point on top of the little cliffs surrounding the coast.
All right, let's jump down, guys.
Okay, you head down. It's a really small village. If there are like 10 buildings in the entire thing, that'd be a high estimate. You don't have to jump down. There is a trail that you can go down, believe it or not.
I don't need to slow fall all the way down.
You don't need slow fall any of the way down.
Slow fall 1 foot down.
But yeah, you head into the village. You see 1 or 2 people around. They look at you with suspicion as you appear to be outsiders.
I look at them with suspicion as well, and I say, "Blessing of the Prophet upon you."
Yeah, they're sort of murmur it in response and then carry on doing whatever it is they're doing at the time.
All right, so I guess we need to ask someone where the hermit is, the holy man.
Okay.
I mean, Arch, would you know at all where we could find him
on an
specifically? Yeah. All right, I guess we'll ask someone then.
Yeah, you're probably going to have to start knocking on doors.
No one outside?
Not really. Like, it's getting dark. People are tending to spend their time indoors in the night.
All right,
I will
which one of
search
us
for
is the most
someone-
amicable?
Let's search for someone who can take us across the ocean. Okay.
Okay. Down by the shore, there's a hut, and outside of the hut, there are upturned boats.
Ask the fisher folks if they know any creepy people that live alone.
You can if you want. I mean, all of the huts seem to have lights on inside, various candles and whatnot.
Yeah, we'll go knocking on doors, see if anybody's heard about the Holy Hermit.
Is there an inn or a tavern, like someplace where it's normal for travelers to knock?
You can't see one.
Okay.
We're going to have to bother the peasantry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this seems quite literally just like a fishing village with nothing else but fishing going on in it.
Let's go bother the village of Innsmouth.
Basically. But no, I'm joking. It's not actually Innsmouth.
Stranger, what are you doing?
No, I take it you're going to go down to the hut near the beach where the boats are. You knock on the door. A grizzly old, I guess, fisherman would be the best description of him. Like big white beard, thick calloused hands.
I have a better one, Sargon.
Go
A
on.
grizzly old seaman.
Good point. I should have used the word seaman. I try to use seaman whenever possible because it's funny. But yeah, okay. The grizzly old seaman answers the door and he appraises you and says, "Good evening, my lords. What can I do for you?"
Have you heard about a crazy hermit living around here?
He says, "Do you mean Siddiq?"
Presumably. Is he a crazy old hermit?
He's definitely a hermit and he's definitely very old.
Lovely. How can we meet him?
He lives on the island across the strait.
Devo, offer this kind man money to row us over there.
No, Arch, you started this conversation. Go ahead.
Why don't you ask him
That's
how
a-
much first?
Okay, fine. We would like to visit, said old hermit. Could you row us across?
Not without the hermit's say so. He hasn't told me that he's expecting anyone.
How the fuck are we going to contact the
I
hermit?
take my holy book. Hold on.
What's his phone number?
I take my holy book. I make it glow with a radiant holy light, and I give it to the seaman and I ask, if you deliver this to the hermit, he will be very interested in meeting us.
Okay, but how long does the glow last?
Let me check.
I think it's an hour.
I think it might be more. God damn it! It's a cantrip. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that long.
Oh, never mind our resident heretic. He does these things with books. Never be near him when he touches books. How do we contact the hermit then?
He says, "I'm actually traveling over there tomorrow to drop off some food, so I can speak to him for you if you like."
Fantastic. Well, we're going to go kill a monstrous demon and murder a village of innocents. Actually, don't mention the last part.
I don't think we have the time to waste.
Hold on. I will say
get over there with him.
I'll try to persuade him. We're on a mission from the Patriarch himself. Can I make a persuasion?
You can.
This is very important. The faith of the entire souls of a village rely on us.
Go ahead. He seems like flustered all of a sudden. Like, well, what do you mean? What's all this about?
Well, it is Inquisition matters, and we can't discuss details because we don't want rumors to spread.
No. I'm feeling very charitable today.
Go on.
So, a certain someone decided to summon a demon in this village. We need to go kill the demon, because otherwise, the lives of everyone in the village is at great risk.
The fisherman just grabs the holy symbol around his neck and whispers a quick prayer. He what do you mean a demon? What demon? There's nothing like that around here.
I tilt my head and I say, "Do not read the holy book. Did you not notice that there are demons mentioned inside it?"
Oh yeah, no, there are demons. In fact, we know.
Of course, he can't read, but he totally believes in demons.
But don't worry. If you can help us get to the hermit, then you are right. There will not be any demons around here because we'll have killed the one that's heading here.
Okay, he seems persuaded by you. You seem credible to him. He says, "Well, I'm not going until tomorrow. It's too late now. It's far too dark. But I'm going over there tomorrow morning to drop off food to him. So I suppose you can come with me then."
Good.
Is there a place where we would have lodgings, an inn, or a tavern?
No.
Would you mind if we sleep with you? We would pay.
You'll have to try and persuade him. He sits there making excuses, saying how his wife isn't well, his children aren't sleeping, blah blah blah. But basically, he doesn't want you to.
I actually, I push this a little. I'm holding my hand over my religious signal and my symbol, and I cause it to grow bright with the holy radiance. And I say, "Your wife isn't well. I could offer her the Lord's prayers and heal her ailments if you wish."
He refuses. He just says, "No, honestly, it's fine. She just needs to rest. She just needs peace and quiet. So I can't accept visitors at the moment."
I understand. Would you happen to know anyone in the village that's in need of financial remuneration so that we may ask him?
Yeah, I mean, he recommends a few names.
I appreciate my son. Go with the prophet's blessing.
Yeah, he all but slams the door.
I think the old man is creepy.
A curse upon him and his family.
I think he's planning something sneaky like, and I think maybe we should do something mean to him.
No, we need
We
him.
still need him, Arch.
We need him.
We need him.
Yes, but he doesn't want us there. I think he might leave us.
Well, if it does,
Evil doing nonsense.
if it does,
Before
we'll
we
find
go
the
to
burning-
bed for the night, I want to buy a fish. I assume there's people selling fish.
What is with you
No.
and shopping?
Probably
I'm
not.
going to buy one fish.
Are you going to do the Jesus trick with the fish and water, fish and bread, rather?
Yeah.
There is nobody selling fish.
I'm honestly surprised considering it's a fishing village.
It is
Yeah,
the
but I
middle
think
of the
it's
fucking
night.
night.
Why didn't he react when I casted magic upon my symbol?
He did react.
He
By
was
slamming
like,
the door.
He got scared of you, V.
You keep asking this question, V. Every single godforsaken episode, you ask the question, why don't they react to my magic?
They do.
okay.
V, it's like they don't, some people will probably scream and stuff, but some will try and keep it to themselves. And I mean, like, you've got to remember, people second guess what they've seen and shit like that, man.
All right, fair
You know,
enough.
but basically, you're giving him the willies, and so he's just like, "Fucking hell,
Okay.
get these people away from me as quickly as possible." What do you expect them to do when you do that?
Look in awe. How does this work? Can you show me? Do it again.
They're
Poke, poke, poke.
not sure what they're even seeing, man.
Okay. Well, let's head off to the names that he gave us to see if we can find lodgings.
Yeah, you'll just have to knock around the town, but yeah, I mean, after a few, a few tries, you find the person that he's talking about. It's his brother, and his brother says, "Well, I mean, I do have a spare room. I guess 5 gold pieces for. Well, sorry, they're 4 gold pieces, and you can stay here."
I'm just going to stay outside. I have a bedroll. I'm good.
3 gold pieces then.
Look at that.
I'll pay for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I'll pay as well.
Okay, Arch.
Yes.
Okay. He invites you in, shows you a room. I mean, it's just got straw on the floor, so it's not going to be the world's best night's sleep you're ever going to have. But I mean, it'll at least be dry. And he says that he's got a pot of stew. If you're hungry, you can have some fish stew.
Good man, I was just about to say, feed me.
Peasant. But yeah, I mean, you spend the evening talking to him. He seems to live alone.
Yeah, I point out that he's in the presence of a lord.
He's worked that out.
I ask him what does he know about the hermit on the island. Like, what type of person is he? Has he ever met him?
He's never met him. He just says that every week his brother takes supply of food over there for him as part of his religious duty, tithe to the church, effectively. Sorry, but yeah. So Siddiq, he's an ancient man. I mean, he doesn't know how old he is, but he's insanely like weathered. And he spends his time in prayer and communing with the gods, apparently.
In other words, high off his fucking rocker on some kind of good shit.
I asked him, do you think he's touched by the divine?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I think he's touched by opiates.
We're on a quest from the Pope himself to seek out this good shit.
Seek out fat blunt, yeah. Well, I mean, the man asks you about what's going on. You know, he asks you if you met the Patriarch.
Yes. Hold on. I will tell him, like, with excruciatingly amount of detail what we have been through. I guess it would be a performance role.
Why?
Because I can. I will try to make like the scariest story that you have ever heard.
Okay, hang on. Okay,
I already did it.
look, right.
Oh, 22,
Free
not
speech
bad.
does have consequences.
I know, I understand it. Well, I will try not to incriminate us, but I will just point out, that there's a demon somewhere, and it's really nasty, and like I really exaggerate on its features and try to instill horror in his soul.
And when V glosses over it, I mention that, yep, he was the one who opened the book and summoned the damn thing.
I nod.
You
and I
might want
say
to
that
reconsider letting this guy sleep in your house, just saying.
Arch, do you really want my character to attack you? If you keep pushing this, I swear to God, inflict serious wounds
I
is
am
going to come.
looking for any opportunity to kill you, as I
Okay.
said.
All right.
If you do this again, Arch, my character will attack you.
Jesus fucking Christ! Why do you have to fight with each other? Did you not see the comments where people like stop the infighting?
It's the sixth time that Arch is doing it.
You're the one who's like. I mean, why lie about that? You did do these things.
I did do it.
I'm
but
annoyed that
Arch
Arch is telling people the truth.
No, he is making it worse. He keeps calling me a heretic. The Patriarch himself didn't say that I'm a heretic.
To be fair, Arch, you can't really fairly call him a heretic. That's not fair.
I mean, this is a very serious accusation that he's bringing up on me that can get you burned at the stake.
Yeah, it's like accusing someone of being a rapist when you're a male feminist.
Uzulu,
Yes, Steph.
I'm having a cookout out here. You want to join me?
I'm bloody tempted. This fish stew is not what it's all cracked up to be.
I've got cooking utensils and I can cook now with my feet. I'm just gonna build a campfire and have a good time tonight by myself.
So basically, what's happening?
Making it taste worse.
I made the roll, and it's a really good roll.
It is a very good role. You tell a very terrifying story.
And at the end, I say you need to keep praying, and you need to have faith in the prophet, as only he can keep you safe from the heart.
Oh yeah, I mean the guy is stumbling over himself to tell you how much he worships the prophet and how much he gives his tithes to the church, and he goes there every morning. He goes down to the chapel and says his prayers. He's the most God-fearing man on the planet by the time he's done.
Yeah, and I say that this is why your village is safe and their village is in ruin, because in their village, the village priest was a drunk person who didn't even hold mass. And this is the prophet's punishment upon that village.
Lads, this is the latest step in a long line of us making this world significantly worse.
Yeah, things were bad before you came along. I'm not going to lie.
According to some rule sets, I get a little bit of XP every time I cook now. Is that going to be a thing here?
I don't know. I'll have to have a look at it afterwards.
Can I cook my way to level 20?
Probably not.
and I ask him if it's that too much to ask to tell the other villagers as well that they need to pray and they need to, put their faith in the prophet, because otherwise bad things happen.
He is just, again, like we do. We all do. There are no heretics here, not at all. I know everyone in the village. There's definitely no heresy.
There may be a limit to how much zealotry you can extol onto others there, V.
Yeah, that's it. I've reached the limit. I'm happy.
Especially when they're just like honest working folk.
Yeah.
But right, I mean, if he says, "Well, my lords, if there's nothing else for us to discuss, I'm going to retire." He looks nervous.
Blessings of the prophet upon.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, thanks, and goes into his room and then blows out the candles. I take it you're just going to go to and rest, yes?
Yes.
I've got some artwork actually. Here's the guy we just visited.
Okay.
For my evening, would I have to roll to actually build a campfire and make some food anyway?
You can just make a campfire and some food.
All right, I'll make campfire some food.
Play that he's doing this on the street.
Yeah, you do not need to make a roll. Well, you probably do, but fuck it.
You don't want me to burn down the village when I roll 1?
Yeah, exactly. Let's just assume you can make a campfire.
All right. I'll cook up a nice big meal just for myself because nobody else wants to join me.
Okay. Just break out the brand new shiny cooking utensils. Break these in. But yeah, okay. So you rest until the morning. You gain 1 plus your Constitution modifier and hit points if you're injured at all, anyone. And yeah, I mean, you're up at the break of dawn. The guy who you're staying with can't get you out of his house quick enough. And he just, as he's shuffling you out the door, he says, "Right, go and see my brother, and he can take you over to see Siddiq."
A bit rude, but okay.
Okay. Yeah, you head over to the fisherman's house, and he's already on the beach, flipping over his boats and preparing his fishing nets and whatnot.
Well, we'll go and tell him that we're ready.
Okay. He says you'll have to give me half an hour or something for him to get ready, but he sorts his stuff out, puts a few bags in one of the boats, and says, "Right, get in," as he pushes it into the water.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you sail out to the island, which is not as big as it's represented on the map, but that's only because there's only so much I can do. But yeah, it's actually it's a fairly small, barren island. As you arrive there, you see some ancient stone ruins, and you have to pick your way up through those until you come to the sort of top of the island, sort of hill on top of the island.
And do we find Luke Skywalker over there?
Well, kind of. There's a small stone hut, which appears to be empty, and it's just a one-room hut. You can just glance in. It's got no door. It has a doorway, obviously. But in the middle of the island is a pillar that is about 30 feet in the air, made of stone, with a platform at the top. The fisherman just dumps the bags inside the hut and says, "Siddiq will be up there."
Lovely.
Ta-dam, dam, ta-da-dam, ta-da.
All right, hold on. I've got climbing gear, so I'm going to suit up and climb up there.
Okay.
I've got, let's see, comes with the pittons and the climbing gloves, climbing boots, the harness.
I tried to look to see if there's a different way, like some more accessible way up top. Would that be an awareness or what type of roll?
You can make a perception roll.
I did this while Devo is climbing, by the way. I first
Why?
You're just going to wait for me to be already halfway up before you look around?
Yes.
Someone in the chat, did you bring a Mary Sue with you? Good question. Right, okay, go ahead. V, if you want to do an awareness check or perception roll.
Okay.
You got a 5.
Oh, you got a 5. Yeah, no. It just seems to be a stone pillar.
Okay, what do I use to climb after Devo? Dexterity?
I'm not sure if you guys can without climbing gear. Maybe.
No, you could try climbing just on its own. What does the climbing gear do for you?
I think it just means I don't have to roll.
I think that's not true.
I'm not exactly sure, but let me see.
Is it acrobatics that
Climber's kit includes special pittons, blah blah blah. You can use the climbers kit as an action to anchor yourself. When you do, you can't fall more than 25 feet from the point where you anchored yourself. And you can't climb more than 25 feet away from the point without undoing the anchor.
So falling just basically won't hurt me, but I still got to.
Yeah, so not really that useful for this.
Is it an acrobatics test?
Possibly. I thought it was athletics actually, but could be acrobatics, I suppose. Let's have a look.
I think acrobatics and athletics are interchangeable.
I think so too.
Oh no. Well, at least when I fall, I won't hurt myself.
Yeah, have you got feather fall if you're deaf?
Well, I do have slow fall.
Yeah, okay.
And I also have.
Well, an old man is climbing this. How difficult can the test be?
He's been doing it for 50 years, V.
Okay, let me just find it here. Slow fall, yeah. So wait, did V and I both fall? Because we both got 11 on acrobatics.
Well, yeah, you did both fall. V, you take 2 points of damage. Dev, you don't take any damage.
I let out a religious curse, and then I try again.
Okay, Dev, give me your climbing thing, because you have slow fall.
Yeah, I guess I don't need it now, do I? Since I have slow fall. Here,
Not in this fall, anyways.
I try climbing again.
I don't think you can just re-roll constantly.
Sorry,
You'll just die eventually.
Yeah, V, you take 5 points of damage.
The pillar was 30 feet, was it?
Yep.
Okay, hold on. I'll give you the climbing gear. Put it in your inventory.
Can I try
There's
one
no
more
way
time?
past this pillar, I suppose.
Sorry, say again.
There's no way past this pillar.
What do you mean past it?
Well, I don't really understand the geometry here. Do we have to get up this thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try and climb up to 25 feet and then anchor myself so that I can't fall and kill myself.
Go ahead.
Where the fuck is that? Click.
No.
That is with a 6 bonus too.
The pillar of death.
You take a point of damage, Arch.
I try climbing again.
V, you tried 4 times now.
Dude, I'm climbing, I'm falling. I'm climbing, I'm falling. What don't you understand of this?
Well, I don't think you took any damage for the 3rd failure yet, and now that's the 4th. You're gonna fucking die.
How much damage do I take, Sargon?
Okay, you take 4 damage in total from the last 2 attempts.
4.
Yeah.
V, here. I have pretty good.
At one point, like I have 4 points in dexterity. Okay.
No, so do I, though. So do I. So
yes. So
I
shut
have
the fuck
6
up
and I'm
while I
still.
do this.
Oh,
Take-
and there he goes again.
Move out of the way.
But V, if we have the same dexterity and I
don't
fall,
manage
I don't get hurt. I could do the climbing.
If I don't manage with a 16, then it's kind of pointless. But I think I might have been successful.
Yes, you finally get to the top of the pillar, and
I'll join you. And 19.
Hey, I'm not
There you
leaving
go.
the demon summoner up there by himself.
Arch,
And
failed.
as I'm at the top, I look towards Devo and I see you were born for failure because you give up.
Okay, well you're both
I got
basically just
19.
hanging off the ledge of this sort of square stone at the top of the pillar. Arch, you take 4 points of damage.
Okay, so I guess the 2 of us are up there now.
Yes,
V.
and
All
sat
right.
there cross-legged in front of you with his eyes closed is a very, very, very old-looking man. He's very thin. He's wearing a loincloth. He's got very bronze skin, white beard, and absolutely no hair on his head. He hasn't noticed you're there.
Continuing to fucking climb over and over again. I'll just keep taking damage.
Okay,
Jesus.
well, calm down, Arch. Hang on. Okay, you take 7 points of damage, Arch. But eventually, you get up there as well.
I'm just gonna look over and
7.
say,
Can I
I'm just
even
gonna yell.
take that much fucking damage?
I like the fact that
Falling.
Devo has such a defeatist mentality. It's like, if it doesn't work the first 2 times, give up.
That wasn't what I was saying. I was saying that because I don't take damage, I should probably be the one to keep trying.
Well, congratulations, but once you're on top, we want to be there as well. So I don't see how that's helpful. Okay.
All right,
Well, how big is this platform? Can we all sit on this thing?
No, none of you can sit on this thing.
So we're just hanging off of it then.
Yeah, you're hanging off of it, yeah.
Okay.
I actually
I'm just-
say,
You better hurry up and do whatever you're doing fairly quickly.
I say blessings on the prophet upon you.
Okay, there's no response.
I use my booming voice.
And knock him off.
And with a very loud voice, I say, blessings of the prophet upon you, you.
The old man kind of startles as if he was asleep, and he slowly opens his eyes, and you notice that they're like milky white, and he just says, "Who's there?"
Someone touched by the divine, sent by the Patriarch on a holy mission. We need your help.
What mission?
To defeat an unholy demon that has been unleashed upon this earth.
Ahem.
Did you want to say something there, Arch?
Look, we'll throw him under this bus as well later, Arch. Let's just focus on the important stuff for now, okay?
Oozly, you're just watching from down there, eh?
Yeah, I
The
didn't
old
even
man.
fucking try. Like, listen, you guys have got 4, 4, and 6 acrobatics. I got 0.
Yeah, who's
And it took you
ended
guys
breaking
3
his neck?
attempts each.
The old man's sort of like white caterpillar eyebrows just sort of like raise up, and he's like, "Oh, a demon. What kind?"
I give him a very accurate description of the demon.
Okay, that's not how you give an accurate description of the demon, V.
Okay. It was a creature living within the body of a woman. It was made out of pure black smoke. It could pass through walls, and it had a voice that resonated within the depths of our minds.
The old man just goes, "Oh,
And it used to live inside of a book.
and how are you going to defeat this demon?"
With your
two-
help.
With 200 trained knights. What did the Patriarch send us?
Actually, 200 legionnaires and 30 odd knights.
200 legionnaires, 30 old knights. However, since the demon managed to pass through walls, we believe that we would need powerful weapon infused by the divine.
Maybe you will. Where do you intend to get one of these weapons?
Would it be possible that we continue this conversation on the bottom of the pillar?
Before we
No.
fall.
I don't see why I need to move. I've been here for a very long time.
I promise I could give you your sight back if I pray to the prophet.
V, do you think this guy doesn't
V.
know everything you know and more?
I don't know.
V, like I think everyone ever knows that's a lie.
I actually have a spell that can restore blindness.
Put it in the thing. Let me read the description of it.
Hold on.
How long can we hang here anyway?
V's just whipping out his spellbook while you're all hanging off the edge.
He's like one-handing it. I can see like all three of us, our fingers are starting to slip, and Arch is like, "I'm fine. I got the climbing gear," and I'm like, "I'm fine. I can float." And V's like,
I'm
"Oh
even
no!"
more fine.
Pretty much. By the way, I'll take the time to anchor myself to the fucking top, I think.
Okay.
Don't
V.
mind me, holy man. I'm just bashing this fucking iron rod into your stone here. It's fine.
Okay. Fuck.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah. The Siddiq just kind of raised an eyebrow and says, "You can cure my blindness."
Cure your blindness. Just please get down. I can't do it while I'm hanging from this.
Listen, I hate to ruin the power you might have just given V, but I don't think this refers to permanent blindness. I think this refers to blinded in the sense of like tear gas
It doesn't mention.
Or like sand or something. Yeah.
I think a bit of common sense will lead you there. I don't
No,
think.
it doesn't say so. And can either one disease or one condition affecting it.
Yeah, I think that this might actually work easily.
It is a
Hmm?
holy spell, so it's not.
If the DM is willing to give him a chance, go for it.
The Siddiq just nods and says, "Okay," and he slowly and creakily stands up, and he feels around the edge and feels that your hands are in the way, and says, "You'll need to get down."
Is this another dexterity?
Well, it depends how you want to get down, V.
If you want to jump, it's
I look over to V as I simply just rappel down the side.
just look him directly in the eyes.
Well, I don't know.
I'm just going to let go and slow fall down.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I grab hold of Dev as he does that?
No.
No, you're gonna probably pull me down, so I'm just gonna go.
Did I break my neck?
Well, I mean, that depends on how much damage you take. Hang on. You only take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
What
How many
dice are you
points
rolling
have
for
you
this?
got left after all?
How the fuck are you determining the damage on falling?
Wait, I think I still have to roll, but you just minus the damage, right?
Yeah, but it's not far enough for it not to be 0.
Okay. So I'll just hover my way down
Hmm.
using
Yeah, I
monk
know it's
magic.
on like half hit points at this point.
Okay, I've got some ritualist artwork here.
Mhm. So yeah, the you guys make your way down, and the old man just kind of scurries down like a spider, just hugging the pillar as he slides down. And
Well, that's creepy. I vote we kill it.
Are you sure we could?
Give it a damn good try.
Right, yeah. So I mean, he arrives at the bottom, and he's remarkably short, and he's just kind of looking up at you and saying, "Right, okay."
Could you
Wait,
please kneel?
Hold on a moment. Good at rock climbing, remarkably short, and kind of old and grey in the beard. Sargon, is this you?
No,
I
this guy's thin as fuck.
ask him, could you please kneel, sir?
Kneel.
Yes, we're going to pray.
he smiles and says, "I spend my entire life in prayer."
Very well. I place my hand over his eyes and let us pray again to the prophet who gives us light beyond light, sight beyond sight.
Okie doke. You remove your hand, and after a moment or two, you notice that his eyes are now brown rather than sort of white. And he blinks a bit and looks at you guys, and then closes his eyes and says, "My God, you are the most hideous things I have ever seen in my life. This was not worth it."
Well, everything is beautiful in the eyes of the prophet.
Well,
We are in his image, after all.
that's a judgment call. So he says, "Well, I do owe you for restoring my sight." So he walks into his little hut. After a moment, comes back out with a small bottle and says, "This is a blessed, I guess you call it a potion that I've prepared. And if you pour it on one of your weapons, it will last for approximately an hour, but it will make your weapon a holy weapon."
I recommend we put it on mine. I also have lots of stuff that works against holy creatures, against undead creatures.
I think you've already got weapons. I think we should put it on mine because I can dish out a lot more damage quicker.
Can I
I
dip
think that's true
my
against this kind of demon.
Not yet.
Can I dip my bolts into it? I mean, I don't think this would.
No, it's
consume-
a small vial.
Oh, okay.
So it's one use, and you'll pour it on the weapon, and then it'll last for a period of time.
Do you have any more
I
of these?
attacked twice.
Yeah, I think Arch should get it because you, Zulu, you have the ability to damage demons with.
I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to hit it, even with that ability.
The truth is that Arch does damage twice, so I think he's a better choice for the weapon.
I can under the right circumstances, but look how powerful Divine Smite is.
I think you can do it without the thingy.
Yeah, I think if you're doing radiant damage, you don't need to worry about it too much usually.
Yeah, you're basically
that's like a spell
made to
elemental,
combat
yeah.
demons.
All right, I assume that the damage was only added on if you actually hit.
Yeah, but there's nothing stopping you from hitting.
Okay, I'll go along with that. Works for me.
Well, what's stopping you from hitting it?
I assume the incorporeal nature of the target.
Well, that doesn't mean you can't swing your sword through it. It just means that there's no guarantee your sword will do damage. But if you're using Divine Smite and doing radiant damage, that'll probably hurt a demon.
Fair enough.
I asked him, what do you know about demons?
Very little. I know that they come from they come from hell, and they're always attempting to invade the mortal realm, but it's difficult for them to do so. They need various sacrifices and ceremonies or something.
I just say I opened the book. And I look at him.
Well, he just shrugs and says, "Well, that's a stupid thing to do, isn't it?"
What, opening books? I know. It's only what smart people do.
I look over to the hermit and I just go, I know. And you know what pisses me off the most? He hasn't even been punished for it. Don't worry, though. Sooner or fucking later.
Okay, the hermit says, "Well, who's taking the vial, by the way?"
I guess Arch was.
Yeah,
Grab
you
a
should
vial.
take it, Arch.
I asked the hermit, how long would it take to prepare another vial?
He
Vial of sea, man.
he says it takes a long time. He's got to spend a long time consecrating it.
Is
Oh,
there a
Jesus.
possibility that
I didn't need to fucking know that.
I asked him if there's instructions that he can provide us that maybe people at the Inquisition can do replicate it?
No.
I look at him with disappointment.
Wise old man, we know you've meditated on this shit for like 7 decades, but could you condense it down so we could mass produce this shit?
Yeah. Unfortunately, there are no shortcuts to this.
I still thank him for it.
He says, you use it wisely, and Godspeed against the demon.
One last question: how did you manage to live at this venerable age?
Devotion.
Devotion.
It's my devotion to the Lord.
So the Lord is barring you from enter heaven by punishing you in this limbo. I understand.
I call bullshit on that. I think he's lying. I can't tell though.
You need to pick up your weapon and accuse him of being a demon. Okay. Well, we're leaving.
Okay. Yeah.
If you wanted to see if he's lying, Dad, that would be an insight roll.
Oh, would it?
Yeah, that is a good point. I will just squint my eyes as I look at him.
15.
He doesn't seem to be lying.
Uzo can see through his soul.
God, everyone's suddenly so skeptical, aren't they? Jesus Christ!
And this is how the skeptic community was born.
No. He seems to be telling you the truth. He doesn't seem to have any particular motive to lie.
Yeah, I smile at him and I say, well, this is why the Lord sent us to cure your blindness. Everything is in God's plan.
He looks at you and is like, God, you've got the ugliest smile in the world. God's cursed me once more. And he just turns around and says, right, okay, I think I'm going to eat something. I haven't eaten in about 3 months. So.
Well, I lift my hand and it's like, if you don't appreciate the Lord's gift, the Lord can take them away.
Jesus.
You
The crossbow is
threatening this
eyes.
guy?
I'm joking with him. It's called bans.
Threatening an old, crippled man.
He's actually not a cripple. He's actually in surprisingly spry form.
No,
We have fallen.
I'm exchanging bants with him. He picked on my smile, and I said, if you don't appreciate the Lord's gift, the Lord can take them away.
Okay, before we leave, I do want to ask him one more thing. I'm going to say, listen, we appreciate the potion and we appreciate all the help, but we are marching into probably certain death. Are you sure there's no other way you could help us out here?
I could give you your last rites. That seems like it really helped your eternal soul.
You know, for someone who's been away from civilization for decades, this guy's got a pretty good sense of humor.
That it wasn't a joke. He literally can say, he can do a prayer for you that will protect your immortal soul. So if you get killed by the demon doesn't steal it.
I appreciate
I'll
it. And
take it.
All right, I'm
I'll
down
take
for that.
it. Give
Yep,
it to me.
take
Yeah, he instructs you to kneel before.
I kneel. Well, why didn't you kneel? I look at him skeptical.
Oh yeah, suddenly you're a skeptic, right? Okay. But yeah, I mean,
He's a
you know,
little holier
I
than thou.
assume you're all going to kneel.
Yes.
Sure. I mean, it wouldn't do anything in reality, but it might do something in this world, so might as well.
Basically,
The question of
yeah,
your immortal soul getting butt fucked by a demon, better safe than sorry.
well, yeah, I mean, as he, he just tells you to wait there, and he goes and gets some reagents from his hut, and he comes out and he sort of like he sprinkles a bit of water in your faces, and then puts like some paste on the end of his thumb, and then wipes it on your forehead. Does little rituals, and as he's doing, he just tells you that demons use souls as currency, so it's a good idea not to let them have yours because that's forever. But once he's finished, he says a prayer. It goes on for about 20 minutes. But afterwards, you feel elated. You feel good. You feel like you've had some drugs. And he tells you that even if you die in battle now, that Eroth will have your soul and the demon won't.
Wow, so there really was
That's
good
evil
shit on this
deal.
island.
Sorry?
Wow, so there really was good shit on this island.
Yeah. Yeah. So now
By
you're
the
all
way,
high.
this paste is made from a special flower that only grows here. It's got really cool fucking colors and shit.
At least it's not milking aliens. and
It's
stuff.
actually made from boiled urine, but okay. Never mind. We'll pretend it's a flower.
Oh, holy.
It's basically water, so fuck.
Anyway, so I take it you're leaving?
Do you know what people in the chat say? Claim his eyes, V. Do it. Someone said, burn the damn book. What kind of Crusaders are you?
What book?
I don't know, $2 just to say that. So
I don't know, but they haven't got a
The
book.
one that was used to open the demon door, I guess.
Oh god, that would probably even be even worse. Jesus.
a penny is a penny. Okay.
How many
There's
other
all this-
pages in that book do you reckon contain demons?
We're
Mm.
leaving. Did the fisherman see me restoring the gentleman's eyes?
No, he'd gone back down to the jetty.
Okay.
I hope he's still there.
Well, you can go back down and find out, can't you?
We're getting down to find out.
Yeah, you wander on down, and he is sat in his boat waiting for you. And sees you approach. He says, "Did you get what you needed?"
I meet him with a large grin and said, yes, the Lord blessed us this day.
Good. Glad to hear it. I take it you're getting in and sailing back over.
Yes.
Okay, it's about 11 o'clock in the morning by the time you get
Hold
back.
on. On the way, I'm casting healing spells to Arch and myself.
What?
Is there anyone else that got injured?
Why don't you
From the
just do it when
falls.
you're alone?
What is he going to do? Throw me off the boat?
Maybe he'll throw himself off the boat.
No, good thing. We get a boat.
Do it. You get the boat.
Get the boat. So this is like
Get a boat.
1d8 for me.
Okay, he tries to compose himself. Oh, well done for getting 1 hit point.
Tell him, do not worry, my son. This is the Lord's work.
Yeah, he tries to compose himself, and he crosses himself and mutters prayers under his breath, but you can tell that he's gone white. Looks like someone was pissing himself in fear, but
Cast it
Event-
2 more times.
yeah, eventually you get to the other side, and he doesn't even ask you for any money.
There you go. See, this is why I do it. That it's 10 more hit points for me. Arch, do you need it?
No.
Okay. Then suffer. Anyone else that's wounded?
Nope.
Okay. Very good.
Okay. Right, okay. You need to get back to the camp.
Going back to the camp. Quest complete.
Right. Hang on a second.
I like how all of us just believe him. Like, you can't really test this shit out. Like, we have
Yeah, that's why it's called faith, mate.
Plus, even if it doesn't work, better than nothing. At least it has a chance of working.
And at the end of the day, placebos have an effect. It's all in your head. mate. At least your immortal soul's safe from the demon now.
Look, think about it this way, though, from his perspective. If his holy tonic doesn't work, he knows we're going to get killed by the demon. So we can't come back asking questions.
Good point.
If the holy tonic doesn't work, I'm the only thing you've got left.
Yeah, that's the question. What is the warranty on this shit? Like,
0. There is no warranty. Okay, so it takes you the rest of the day to get back to the camp. Where are you staying?
There's got to be somewhere to stay in the camp, right?
Yeah, you
Common
can stay in the
tent or something.
Inquisition camp. If you approach the guards, they recognize who you are and tell you that you have a berth made up.
I go towards Inquisitor Horse whenever.
Well,
It's fun.
he's not just in his tent; he's off doing something.
Hmm.
But it's nearly 10:30. Uzlu, we have to end fairly soon, don't we?
I'm afraid so, yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Where
got
are you going
8 more
every day
minutes.
at this time?
You shall never know.
Okay. Well, was there anything small you guys wanted to do before we start?
Do you want to go shopping, Arch?
That's not small.
Arch does quite want caltrops.
Caltrips.
Well, what good
Yeah,
caltrops,
I know something that we need to do, which you forget every day and piss people off. Read the super chats.
I will read the soup chats, but in the meantime, you all gain 250 experience each.
Yes,
We
So I will do the soup chats now.
super chats.
We should be at 3,881.
Burn the damn book. What kind of Crusaders are you? From something completely different? Well, it's a good question. I mean, who knows what effect that would have? Never trust Bob. Daddy Sullivan is on my shekels. Thank you. Binary Surfer. When clap, will clap, you learn clap, clapping clap, doesn't clap, work, smiley face. Good point. Something completely different. V did everything correct.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's a brave thing to say, given V's role-playing skills. Mariusha Dark Sargadum, having trouble finding your email info to send you those articles. Do I send it via liberalist.org or do you have a separate Gmail one? It's sargadumacad100@gmail.com. What size shirt do I want? Large, please. Possibly extra large. It depends on the shirt, I guess. Yeah, send me an extra large because I'm fat. Also,
Send it the Acadian Emperor size.
yeah. Also, a commie's getting tried for assault at Peterson's McMaster event. That's excellent. I did not know that. In The Guardian, Sargon, Layman and I are apparently fighting to the death over a trap NPC in Pathfinder. He isn't happy that I'm cock-blocking him. My dude, do not let him have anything to do with that trap. Cock-block him till the fucking end of time. Philip, you laugh about hand being a weapon, but in the UK, martial arts are considered weapons. So I hope you have a license. You're fucking nicked, mate.
That's the same in Romania, by the way. Like, if you're a highly trained martial artist and you beat the shit out of someone, it's considered like aggravated assault, like you would have a knife or something. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, I can believe it. Who's Lou? Go find your speech on the last stream. Hit play. Perfect narrative consistency. Good call. Ben Cooper, what character would you give Count Dankula? I've been thinking about asking people to be villains, like YouTubers and stuff, to play villains occasionally, and I'd ask him to play a villain.
Some sort of pug human hybrid.
I was actually thinking some sort of totalitarian dictator.
Yeah, that too.
Kirsten Lawrence, hi Sargon, I'm a huge fan. I was wondering if you've thought about creating an Instagram account. I think it would be very successful. I actually did, but I hated using it. So
you're not a basic bitch, is what you're saying.
I don't know what I'd post on there.
Does this mean that there are bikini pictures of Sargon somewhere out there on the web?
No, it means that I have an Instagram account that I never used.
But you can buy a Dakimakura pillow with Sargon's face on.
Thoughts on Tommy Robinson's Twitter ban? It was inevitable. Obviously, I don't think it's probably warranted. I think it's
Wasn't Christy Walters suspended recently?
I do hope so.
No, I think she was suspended for harassing Bering.
Like Chris Yosti got suspended for harassing me. D&D Shopaholic Edition. The Kekistani soccer jersey. Yeah, I will set up a PO box. I promise. But that's it. So right, okay, great. Thanks for watching, everyone. And
there's a couple more that appeared since you.
Oh, okay. Don't send any more. Holy shit. So I'm going to have to write a paper. Should I write about mental health, not gun control, needs drastic change, or two big media interest groups and their influence in politics? Wow, they're two very different subjects. Honestly, I think that people don't realize that they actually have gun control in America. It's weird. The debate's framed as if there is no gun control in the US, and there absolutely is. So I don't know why the sort of pro-gun side is allowing them to frame it like that. If I were you, I would be really hammering the point that, look, you actually have to pass background checks and whatnot. But big media interest groups and their influence in politics is also a good subject. Honestly, it's up to you. I think that the big media interest groups probably more important, to be honest.
Yeah, more relevant to the culture war, if nothing else.
Well, and not just that. I mean, they are like huge players in the culture war, and I mean, what you can tie that into the problem with the sort of mental health gun control debate. I mean, they're all, like, none of them know anything about guns. I don't know anything about guns, but literally listening to anyone who knows something about guns explain how they know nothing about guns. Like Tim Pool went to that bloody march the other day, March for Our Lives, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we should ban assault rifles," and Tim's just like, "They were banned in 1983," and it's just like, "Oh, well, they should ban more." It's like, what? You don't know what you're talking about, do you?
The whole fucking gun debate, I literally think is impossible because myself, I'm on both fucking sides. On one hand, I can realize that, yeah, America clearly has a gun problem, but at the same time, I have nothing against people owning guns. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck do I do?
Dude, I'm in exactly the same position. I'm not a fan of guns, and there's no doubt that Europe has less gun crime because it has less guns, but I'm not against people owning guns. So.
It's the same thing like the ethno state, if you think about it, right? Because you have no listen, right? Because this I will have a point with this. It's like people saying, why can Japan not allow non-Japanese people in? And it's because they're not violating anyone's liberties. In America, you already have guns in the country, and you can't get them out. Because if you do, it's going to be a very long process, and obviously, it's the law-abiding citizens that are going to give their guns away first. While the criminals
you're going to turn law-abiding. I tell you, we should do a stream after this or something. Talk about this stuff, because you're going to turn law-abiding citizens into criminals by demanding they give up their lawfully purchased property, and I don't like that because they're going to say, no, get fucked. This wasn't illegal when I bought it, and I don't see why it should be illegal now because I've done nothing illegal with it. And you can't argue with that. That's what are you going to say? Sorry, someone else did something illegal with a gun, therefore you have to lose yours.
There's actually a funny thing about that. You remember how the alt-right argument was? It the Dale Stormer guy who said like, oh no, if they don't want to leave, we can just taser them, and at that point, the amount of violence required will be upon them. Well, there you go. That's leftist argument for gun control.
Yeah, and you have one more for $5. You should get the girlfriend Sarah on.
Well, I mean, she can be a villain at some point as well if she wants.
There's also Discordia.
Villainess.
Yeah, but
Bring everyone's girlfriend. I have an artwork here that I'll show at the end.
Go on, quick.
Yeah.
But listen, for the people who want to see Sarah, Arch is going to run a similar to Warhammer campaign next Friday. And Sarah will be on.
Except maybe.
Arch, are you not happy with V inviting people to your campaigns? Weird. What a misogynist you are.
But he asked me to find people for his campaign.
The problem I have with V finding people is he keeps finding more and more people, and then eventually we're like, oh wow, we got twice as many people. How are we going to solve this, V? We're going to kick some of them. I'm like, wow, you're an asshole.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Anyway, this is how you separate the wheat from the chaff, mate.
Okay, but anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Before we go, actually, I'll be on for next week. Let me check my calendar. See, the problem we have at the moment is that I've got an exceptionally busy couple of months. But next week, I think I'm good.
I'll be on for next week, but not the week after that.
Yeah, the week after that, I'm away for the week as well. So on the 4th, but not the 11th. But yes, on the 18th, and no on the 25th.
I should be next week.
So on the 25th, I'm coming back from Ireland. I'm giving a speech about communism at university, which should be fun, actually. I'm looking forward.
Well, maybe the communists will deplatform you so you can spend more time with us.
Maybe they will. But anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy.